you have to react to the situation in front of you. Riding is all reactionary, and so is training horses. And the easier the chain of command is, the more freedom that they give you down the line, I think the better the results are.
Or morning line favorite up at 7-1, the colt that he beat in the Florida Derby, It's My Lucky Day. It's My Lucky Day, who was brilliant in the Holy Bull Stakes. He had rattled off 3 straight wins at Gulfstream Park, trained by Eddie Clesa. He's a Florida legend. It's My Lucky Day, solid support. Elvis Trujillo in the saddle at 9-1, breaking out of post position number 12.
Yeah, and there's a lot to like about It's My Lucky Day. He was really high on my list. He was as far as number 1, actually, earlier in the spring, after he won the Holy Bull so convincingly. And then in the Florida Derby, it looked like he was a sure winner, as he turned from home. And I went over and looked at him train at Calder, and his trainer, Eddie Clesa, said, listen, I didn't have him fully cranked up. I wanted to win, but I missed a couple of works with him, and he wasn't 100%, so I wasn't kidding myself. I expected him and wanted him to win. I expected him to run well, but I wasn't disappointed because I knew the truth. Now he said he hasn't missed a beat, and he actually looks physically better this week than he did the week before he ran in the Florida Derby. He also has won on a sloppy track, so there's a lot of things to like about It's My Lucky Day.
Does he have an edge by virtue of experience? He has raced more than any other horse in the Derby field. Today will mark his 11th start.
Oh, well, yes, and it's not only experience in terms of number of races, but experience in being behind horses in the wet stuff, taking it. So he's a horse that actually knows what to expect.
Not too long ago, Eddie Clesa was regarded as the best-kept secret in horse racing. If somebody were to ask you about Eddie Clesa as a trainer, what makes him so effective in getting his horses ready for big races?
Well, he's pretty patient as well, and I actually know him pretty well because I race a lot in Florida. I raced there every year for over 20 years and raced at Calder a lot. And Eddie's very patient with his horses. Not on the scale of the Phipps and Shug McGahee, a smaller scale, but he's every bit as patient as Shug is. He's every bit as conservative, and if a horse is in a stake race, it's because he's earned his way there. He doesn't just throw darts at the board.
His jockey, Elvis Trujillo, and here's a guy that doesn't have a lot of experience on this kind of stage. What is his strongest asset as a rider in terms of his familiarity with It's My Lucky Day? What can you tell us about Elvis Trujillo?
Well, he knows the horse. He's won on him many, many times before. But listen, just because you haven't had success in the Kentucky Derby doesn't mean you're not ready for it. A lot of young guys haven't had success in the Kentucky Derby that have been ready for it. But he has won big races on the big stage. And the moment I don't think will take Elvis by storm.
See how everything else is being taken by storm, and see how It's My Lucky Day handles that off track. Again, one of very few who have actually won on a wet surface. It's My Lucky Day. Runner-up in the Florida Derby, finishing second to Ord. First things first, in the Grade 2 Churchill Downs Stakes, $400,000 is the first 7 furlongs. There's the field, corresponding odds down at the bottom. Delaney, 5-2, the favorite, to be written by Rosie Napravnik.
Yeah, he's absolutely the star of this race. He's won 5 in a row, 9 of his last 11. He's got speed, and there is some other speed that might hook up with him, but he's certainly got the class in this race. Another colt is number 2, Todd Fletcher's Hierro. Todd's on fire right now.
Pikey, are you beating up your brother?
It's not a surprise. Todd Fletcher, a lot of horses end up in Todd Fletcher's barn, but for a sprinter, he's kind of a long, lanky horse. He settles into stride mid-pack, and then he'll make his run. Unbridled Note is the horse of interest here. He's effective, really effective on grass. He's really effective on dirt, but with a wet track, it's really hard to know exactly how he's going to handle this.